Hello, folks. Welcome. This is Spoon TV. We're live here at the residence of the late former First Lady Nancy B. Doe. On yesterday, we saw these items donated by former President George Manuel Weah, and on today, they were returned by Veronica Mami Doe at the headquarters of the CDC, and now we're seeing the items are being returned to those residents again. So this is quite interesting. A cow was taken back, cash, and 50 bags of rice. Those items are now being brought back to those residents. As to how these items will be received, we are following this particular development, but there is the pickup that has got on board the two cows. There we see the pickup with the two cows, the 50 bags of rice being brought back as they were offloaded yesterday at this very same residence during the visit of former President George Manuel Weah. And this afternoon, but we were informed this morning by sources close to the Doe family that those items were going to be returned by Veronica Mamin Doe, daughter of the late former First Lady Nancy B. Doe. But now, the two cows, the 50 bags of rice are all being brought back here at the Doe's residents. And who are those going to receive these items after they were returned by Mamindo is what we are yet to establish. This is a complete contrast as to what unfolded earlier and what unfolded on yesterday. This place was crowded. We had a lot of people who were present to have received former President George Manuel Weah as to whether or not the family has endorsed the return of these items. We cannot speak, but we will ask the former Liberian ambassador to the European Union, Ambassador Isaac Yenabo. But these cows and the bags of rice have been on a journey of to and fro, to and fro. The cows are being brought back, and the women are rejoicing. And this is does this show division in the family, or what is really going on? Have they spoken to Mamindo, and have they resolved the issue to have these items being returned? But we will get the details. We will definitely get the details as to what precipitated the return of these items. But there you have it. The cows have been on a journey of to the Doe's residence, then back to the CDC headquarters, and then back here at the Doe residence. And the items have been brought back. The gift that was returned has been returned. So let's see who is going to receive these items that were previously returned. So we see some of the elders who were present here yesterday, including Ambassador Yinabu. And we want to have a brief conversation with him before these items are brought back. Ambassador, Ambassador, you are saying the items should be brought back. Okay, he says he will definitely speak to the press, but the items are being offloaded. The items are being offloaded. And if you just watched the video and you saw the story, these bags of rice were brought here on yesterday by the former President, His Excellency George Manuel Weah. He also made contribution of 5,000 United States dollars and promised two cows. Those are the cows there in the background, and the rice is about to be offloaded for the second time. The rice about to be offloaded for the second time. and we'll get to know how these items managed to find their way back. But one notable absence at this spot right now is Mamindo. Yesterday she was here. She was seated just right at this spot where the table is. She was sitting right by the former President George Weah, and today she's not present, but these cows have been returned, having been taken to the CDC headquarters and were received by party representatives. They are now being brought back here. So the gift that was returned has been returned. And why they were returned in the first place, Ambassador Isaac Yinabu has said he will speak to how come they have now been returned, as to whether we'll see them being returned for the second time or what will unfold again. We will continue to bring you all of what is unfolding. My name is Diamond Slanger. This dramatic unfolding is happening right here at the residence of the late former First Lady, Nancy B. Dole. There are those who have said that this shouldn't be happening. So, Ambassador, you ready to speak to the press now, sir? Hold on 1 minute. Hold on 1 minute.
The conclusion of event earlier arrest brought by former President George Weah, taken back to him as a form of disrespect. Now the family have requested the rest come back. And what can you say on behalf of the whole family?
We have a given situation that they misunderstanding or it's on a resolution already. Yeah. You know, when leaders die, you have this kind of misunderstanding. But at the end of the day, we all come together to have the taking area of our two leaders. Because President Sanders can go to the area and Madam Nancy is going to be done concomitantly. So, you know, when great leaders fall, yeah, misunderstanding. But the resilience of those that are on earth, you know, have to see. Because all of us are resilient by the destruction of our mothers. After the departure of Samuel 35 years ago. So today, Mr. Dole, no more. So we are all there. So there's no issue.
Were you informed about her returning the items?
What assurance can you give the public that the rest will not be returned? Including Mr. Chair, you are a traditional man. You believe in your father, you believe in your mother, your grandfather, and your grandmother. You believe in your uncles and aunts. So the family has leaders, the family has elders, and one of them speaking.
Ambassador Yinabu, were you informed before she took the items back?
I said misunderstanding, not miscommunication.
Were you informed prior to her taking the items to the CDC headquarters?
Even if I were not informed, what is important is the resolution.
So when did you resolve that matter, sir? She just took them hours ago.
You are in a yard and you put in the right
now. I just want to know, between what time was it resolved? Not the minute, sir. She took the items back hours ago. When did you resolve it?
When the whole family openly apologized to former President Weah.
What is important is that we have come together. What is important is that the things are here, you are seeing them. So carry the news.
So Ambassador Yinabu, they're saying that they have resolved the issue. He said there was a misunderstanding. They have resolved the issue. The misunderstanding led to Mami Ndo, the daughter of the late former First Lady, returning the items. But now they have resolved the matter. As to how and when did they resolve it, he was unable to have said it. He didn't say when did they resolve this issue. But Mamindo took these items back hours ago at the headquarters of the CDC, and now they've been brought back 50 bags of rice and the rest. So we will be bringing you all of what is unfolding, but the news here is that the items have been returned, and according to Ambassador Yinabu, the family misunderstanding. He used the word misunderstanding, saying that whenever leaders pass, these things happen. There's misunderstanding. They should settle their differences, and they have settled their differences. And as such, the items have been returned. Whether or not they will be used for the intended purpose, we are following as it is. So 2 cows, 50 bags of rice, monetary value of 5,000 was provided yesterday by former President George Weah. All right, folks, that is the news here, and we will definitely keep you updated if there is anything significant that happens here. Thank you so much for watching, and bye bye.